Hi everyone, welcome back to the IT and Psychology YouTube channel. Today we are going to be discussing the exercise solutions for Chapter 8 Positive Psychology of the subject Psychology Grade 12 HSC Board. We'll be starting with this as we have completed the first 7 chapters of the first 6 chapters of IT and the first 7 chapters of Psychology, including the concepts explanation as well as the exercise solutions discussion videos. We have also uploaded the videos giving directions for how to download the PHP server, that is the XAMPP server installation. You'll find a Google Drive link in the description where you can download the file and you can just run the server on your PC, and you can also view the videos for the 25% reduced syllabus explanation or detailed explanation, as we already reviewed that a few months ago, and I apologize for such delayed upload of this video due to some issues, but without further ado, let's continue. So here we have the first question, that is fill in the blanks. Complete the following statements by selecting the appropriate words given in the bracket. First sub question: Dash is the father of positive psychology. The answer here is Seligman. Seligman is the father of positive psychology. Then we move forward to sub question 2. Here Barbara Fredrickson introduced the Brodin and Dash theory. Here the answer is Barbara Fredrickson introduced the Brodin and Bild theory. This is the answer for this is option A, Bild. And I have made a mistake here in this PDF. Here in the list there is option B as Seligman. Please correct that when you note it down in your textbook or mark them in the textbook. It is C, option C, Seligman. Then we move forward to our question number 3, sub question number 3. The belief that good things will happen is called as Dash. So the answer here is the belief that good things will happen is called as optimism. Then we move forward to our question number 4. Before that, I would like to explain what optimism is and the difference between optimism and pessimism. Here we understand that optimism is the belief that good things will happen is called optimism. Yeah. What is pessimism? Pessimism is the belief that good things won't happen. That is the characteristic of a pessimist. Then we move forward to our fourth sub question. The capacity to understand what the other person is experiencing is called empathy. So here the answer is option B, empathy. Then we move forward to our next type of questions. Question 2, match the pairs. We have two groups here, group A and group B. The first one is resilience. Here the answer is supposed to be as D, overcomes hurdles. Second is mindfulness, state of awareness. 3 would be positive aspects of life, that is positive psychology, as we had studied before. Then we have happiness. Happiness is increase in optimism. Then we move forward to our question 3. Answer the following questions in 35 to 40 words. The first sub question here is explain the theories of happiness. So here we have 3 pointers that give us an overview of the theories of happiness. Need/goal satisfaction theories state that an individual becomes happy when he achieves his goals or satisfies his needs. For example, a thirsty person becomes happy when he gets water. Process/activity theories state that engaging in particular activities generates happiness. Example, an actor enjoys acting. Genetic/personality theories state that genes and personality characteristics are involved in experience of happiness. So here we have been given theories of how a person can experience happiness is by doing activities that make him happy, or he or she becomes happier when they have completed their goals that they aimed for, or they already have the characteristics that they get happier, or they experience happiness over certain situations. Then we move forward to our next sub question, that is, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness refers to a state of awareness. It is a type of mental alertness and plays an important role in increasing accuracy of performing any task. It is a significant concept related to the attention process. Mindfulness is one of the positive aspects of human behavior. I hope you would have catched that. Third sub question. What is resilience? Resilience is an act of bouncing back or the resistance to crack under pressure. According to American Psychological Association, it is the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress such as family and relationship problem, serious health problems, or workplace and financial stressors. So I'm just reading these out because these are very easy to take in, and just to verify this, these answers have been taken from the Target Digest, so that you guys get proper understanding of how you need to frame your answers in your main examination. And it's from the latest digest, of course. Then we move forward to our question 4. Write short notes on the following topic in 50 to 60 words. So the first sub question here is life above zero. Positive psychology emphasizes on the study of life above zero. Here, zero is the line that divides illness from health and unhappiness from happiness. The concept of life above zero is explained with the following diagram. So there is a neutral point, and on the extreme positive part is, on the positive y-axis there is mental well-being, and the negative y-axis you have mental illness. So these are two extremes of the scale that we have understood by the concept of life above zero. In this diagram, the upper section indicates positive characteristics, that is life above zero, with the lower section shows negative characteristics, life below zero. Life above zero covers positive aspects of behavior like happiness, optimism, hope, trust, character, strength, compassion, empathy, mindfulness, resilience, and etc. So these are the characteristics that are represented by life above zero and life below zero, that is shown by this scale. And what life above zero represents, that is the various examples given here. So this is a crucial pointer, just note it down because this is very important. These might be asked. Determinants of happiness. Factors such as health, income, prestige, etc. form only a small portion of total happiness experienced by people in their entire lifetime. The crucial determinants of long-lasting happiness are: the first one being strong and intimate social relationships with family and others. Second one being optimistic attitude towards life. We had understood the meaning of optimism before only, so this is the easy one. High level of self-esteem, positive evaluation of oneself, so you do not feel down all the time. Achieving challenging goals which are neither too easy nor too difficult, but are challenging and they are very healthy. Having a purpose in life and leading meaningful life. Perspective of looking at the world as an opportunity rather than a threat. Characteristics of an optimist. So the person who believes that good things will happen in his or her life. An optimist is hopeful, confident and positive about the future. He believes that present adverse events are only temporary and good things might come about. He does not blame himself as solely being responsible for negative outcomes. He does not generalize failure for future events. He has high self esteem and self confidence and adopts a positive approach towards challenges. He chooses the best options and opinions or results from available conditions. He views difficulty as an opportunity to become stronger in life. Then we move forward to our next sub question. Sub question 4: methods to prove or promote empathy. Some methods which can help us promote empathy are as follows: greater social interactions with people who need help so as to understand them better. Do not judge them, of course. Connecting with other people by understanding similarities with between oneself and others. Understanding oneself own feelings and motives. Challenging oneself and being humble with everyone. Replacing the habit of judging by cultivating a sense of curiosity. Widening one's own circle by interacting with people who are different than ourselves. These are the methods to promote empathy and to be more friendly with people around you. Then you move forward to our next question. Explain the following concepts. These are like the small definition types. So, positive psychology. According to Peterson, positive psychology is the scientific study of what makes life worth living. It is a newly emerging branch of psychology. It focuses on the virtues, personal strengths, happiness, and all positive qualities and experiences leading to an enriching life. This is what psychology is and what this concept represents, and these are the this is how you need to form your answer in the main exam. And then we move forward to our next sub question: half glass full and half glass empty. According to Martin Seligman, optimism is all about the perspective of a person about the glass which is half full. This glass may be considered as half full by an optimist, while it is considered half empty by a pessimist. So accordingly, then we move forward to a third sub question: empathy. Empathy is the capacity to understand and feel what another person is experiencing based on their frame of reference. That is, it is the capacity to place oneself in another one's position. Fourth sub question: mindfulness. Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we are doing, and not being overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around. It helps us focus on here and now and increases the accuracy of performing any task that we are given. Then we move forward to our next sub question, that is sub question 5: social resilience. Social resilience refers to the ability of human beings to recover from adversities such as health problems, financial difficulties, and the whole lot, etc. Social resilience is not a superhuman or rare ability. It is something that many people are capable of doing. Then we move forward to our question number 6. Answer the following question in 150 to 200 words. These are the big ones. These are like really. Question 1. Sub question 1. Sorry. What are the essential building blocks of resilience? Resilience is not a trait that people either have or do not have. It involves behavior and thoughts that can be learned and developed by anyone. The 7 essential building blocks for resilience are competence, confidence, connection, character, contribution, coping up, and the ability to control. We'll be discussing these one by one. Resilience is not a trait that people either have or do not have. It involves behavior and thoughts that can be learned and developed by anyone. The 7 essential building blocks for resilience are competence. Competence is the ability or know-how to handle situations effectively. It is acquired through actual experience. Confidence. A confident person has strong belief in his own abilities. Confidence is gained by demonstrating competence in real life situations. Connection. Connections with other people gives the person a sense of security and allows him to be independent and develop creative solutions to problems. Family is the central force in an individual's life, and connection with family is important to build resilience. Then we have the fourth building block, character. Character comprises a clear sense of right and wrong and commitment to integrity. An individual with character has a strong sense of self-worth and confidence. That was character. Then we move forward to our fifth building block, contribution. An individual who understands the importance of personal contribution develops a sense of purpose. It motivates him in life and leads to his psychological well-being. Coping. A person who learns to cope effectively with stress is better prepared to overcome life's challenges, whatever it throws at him or her. Control. When an individual realizes that he can control the outcomes of his decisions and actions, he understands that he has the ability to bounce back after failure and be stronger to face proper situations. We have the second question here. Recollect the most challenging situation you faced in your life till now and way you dealt with it with reference to the 7 C's of resilience. Which qualities helped you to overcome the challenge? For each of the C's, write the process you adopted to deal with the situation. So the first situation, failure in geometry in my SSC preliminary examination. So before I continue, you do not need to write these given in the textbook. You can make up yours, but be sure of your framing of your question should be better than what this is, because if all of you write the same thing, there might be a doubt that you guys are copying, but it's your wish. Failure in geometry in my SSC preliminary examination. How I dealt with it. Initially I was very depressed. I also felt guilty and disappointed with myself. But after carefully analyzing the situation, I understood that it was not the end of the world. I realized that it is possible to overcome this failure just like other subjects. I can score well in geometry too if I plan properly. Qualities that helped me to overcome the situation. With reference to the 7 C's of resilience, my confidence, connection with family, coping ability and having control over the situation enabled me to bounce back better. The process I adopted. Confidence. Although I was weak in geometry, I knew that I had the ability and intelligence to understand the subject. I had the confidence that with the utmost efforts I could come over this failure. I would overcome this failure. B. Connection. Strong connection with my elder brother helped me look at the situation in a positive manner. Rather than considering it as a failure, I view it as an aspect of my life where I still had the scope of improvement. Coping. I did not let the failure overstress me. Instead, I decided to deal with the situation by devoting more time to studying. D. Control. I knew that I still had a chance to perform better in my board examination. So I took guidance of my teachers to understand difficult concepts and tricks to remember them. I solved papers from previous years. All of them helped me to pass my board exams with flying colors. So hard work does help with positive attitude. Question 7. Find out the positive aspects of behavior from the given examples and answer in one word. Mahesh studies so attentively that he never gets distracted. That is the mindfulness of Mahesh. Sujata lost her hands in an accident. Now she has learned to write with her leg. Resilience. Not giving up. Vasanta's daughter died by cancer. He has opened a rehabilitation center for cancer patients. This is the empathy shown by Vasanta. So then we move forward to our question 8. Case study. This is actually a very good question and this is very scoring as well. Anurag was a software engineer working in one of the leading companies. in USA for almost 5 years. He was in a stable relationship and he had plans to start a family and to settle there. Unfortunately, due to poor economy in USA, he lost his job and had to return back to India. He was stressed as he realized that he had lost everything he had worked so hard to build. This made him feel like a failure. How did these are the 3 pointers which you have to work on to give your case study. So the first pointer says, how do you think Anurag can apply the 7 C's of resilience to overcome the difficult situation he is in? Secondly, as Anurag's friend, how will you empathize him with and help him deal with this situation? Anurag has developed a very pessimistic approach after these setbacks. How will you guide him to stay happy and optimistic? So here is the answer. Firstly, the first pointer says Anurag has to understand that he can handle the situation effectively since he must have dealt with challenging situations even in the past. An increased level of confidence will enable him to trust his capability to get a job again. He does not need to give up at this point. His strong and intimate connection with family and friends will enable him to develop creative solutions to solve the problems. He can consider starting his own business. Anurag's integrity will ensure that he has high self-worth. His ability to effectively deal with stress as well as realization of having control over the situation will ensure that he deals with the situation positively and ultimately overcome the difficulty. It is natural for Anurag to initially feel depressed about the whole situation. So I will try to understand, to be a patient listener, and will understand his situation. I will also make him realize that his experience still counts. He must be patient and proactively search for a job in India. I will remind Anurag to know how he overcame difficult situations and challenges in the past. I will also remind him of all his previous achievements and make him understand that this situation is only temporary and there's a bright side. I will also try to break his chain of negative thoughts by constantly motivating him with optimistic thoughts. I will make him realize that he is worthy and he can achieve a lot if he trusts in himself. So these were the exercise solutions for chapter 8. I'll be posting this PDF on the Google Drive link given in the description. You guys can download it from there and make your notes instantly, or you can easily just download this video as well on YouTube, and this will be easy enough. The next step you guys need to do is just please like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll be posting a few videos on the practice papers as well, but sadly I have segregated a few questions. They'll be uploaded on the Telegram group. We have successfully crossed 100 people on the Telegram group for IT and psychology students. We are currently on 160 students strong, and I hope to get your the same support in the future as well, and I'll be posting more videos, and just please join the group where I have already uploaded this PDF, and you can also get the other notes on that group. As everyone solves their doubts, you guys can post your doubt on the group, or if you don't want your doubt to be public, you can just DM to me. My name is Dev Mahe on the group, and we'll move from there. So thank you for watching. Please again like and subscribe. We have crossed 870 subscribers, and we are moving strong towards our goal of 1000 subscribers. We'll be a big family, and we have supported us through the lockdown. I hope you guys are staying safe because we are in a difficult situation. So please download this PDF and complete your notes, and successfully we have completed our syllabus of IT and psychology. So thank you for watching again. Bye, stay safe.